I wanted to come and update you guys. I haven't been posting the replays on Odyssey here recently or anywhere else as far as the video replays go. That's because they've all moved to Killstream.tv. I am trying to push that very hard. All the video replays are going to be up over there, and we have bonus content stuff with Rand. I went on location, filmed Arthur Pulowski at a local church here the other day. A lot of other original content, and it's going to get bigger and better. It also has the full Killstream archives going back to 2018, although we're still uploading those, so they're not completely there yet, but they're getting there. And so I just wanted to encourage everybody, if they want to support the Killstream, to please support Killstream.tv.
Updated to the 3rd of October 2021. Decrypted most passwords from AES, LOL.
Those emails from Gator and I that subscribers just received are legitimate. Just wanted to confirm. Driving home at the moment and can't write much. If you just received an email from me, yes, this is me confirming the authenticity of said email. You are receiving this email because you are a member of the Killstream.tv website. Hey guys, it's me, Gator, the actual Gator this time. So as many of you are aware, back in August, the secure server TV was compromised by a member of Kiwifarms. The person in question, responsible for the hack, is working on decrypting those user passwords as we speak, and is boasting about it on the farms. There is no indication that the website has been compromised again. This is just a precautionary measure to protect your accounts from the figs at the farms. He may be full of shit, who knows, but the safest thing for you to do right now is to ensure that you utilize a unique password on Killstream.tv. I would go ahead and change your password right now if you have not done so already, just to be safe, especially if you haven't changed it since the hack in August. Make sure to pick something unique to KTV. There are numerous password management tools available that you can use. I recommend KeePass. I'll try to reply as soon as I can for those with concerns, but please remember, I'm sending this email out to literally 500 people. Ralph will likely send out a follow-up email to this fairly soon, but is currently in translate, so I'm contacting all of you instead. TLDR, change your Killstream.tv password. Make sure your old password hasn't been used somewhere else. Plug your email into haveibeenpwned.com and use their password checker as well. Gator!
Shit advice. Your password on secure server is already compromised. You should be changing passwords on other sites where you use the same password.
Alright, now it's just me now. That's it. Tequila Sunrise in the morning. Killstream.tv. Some of the logins are fucked up. Just email me. We can fix them real quick. I fixed Lumberjacks earlier. The Ralph at theralphretort.com. Double Spurg losers. Trying to fuck with the logins. It's no big deal. But email me and I can just change your emails back. So that's a message to them. Didn't slow down one beat even. Gator, just message me. We got the emails out. Just smooth as butter.
My email, Patreon, Gab, Parler, Surfshark, and Killstream.tv account just got taken over because of you.
Hello, Trollo. Does it amuse you to know I've lost 0 subscribers from your dumb shit and have actually gained some? You can't abort, bitch.
That's very sweet of them, Gunt. Time to invest in an unshitted chair.
What gets me is that as much as Ralph loves to blow up and scream at people that fuck with him, he doesn't do it to secure server. He'll shit his pants over presumably shitting his pants, but a company allows a massive data breach on his primary source of income and it's send me an email Gator, blame Jushmoon and get farms or something. Dude could have a legit reason to shit on something and just can't see it.
Ethan Ralph is secure server's bitch. They own him. He has their name branded into his rind.
Okay, one more update. You all know who. The Ralph Report. That's what I'll call this. I'll call the segment where I talk about Ralph. This is the Ralph Report, and he can retort it all he fucking wants on the street. So, as I have mentioned in the past, but just to clarify, Ralph makes a significant amount of his income through something called Killstream.tv, which is a branded version of SecureServer.tv. SecureServer.tv is a streaming service that they lease out to individual creators that allows them to rebrand the Secure Server site as whatever site you want. Secure Server proudly advertises on their website that they use military-grade encryption security. And despite that, Ethan Ralph, actually not just Ethan Ralph's service, but the entire Secure Server was compromised by a hacker a couple weeks ago. And as far as I know, they never told anyone. So it wasn't just like Ralph, it was a lot of people, and everything on their site got leaked. All the database information. So any billing information about people, like where the billing address attached to customer profiles is, that all got leaked. And supposedly it got hacked again. Like this week, they got hacked again. And the hacker discovered that Secure Server uses unsalted encryption. And I'll briefly explain what unsalted means and why it's a big deal. This is Programming 101, Cybersecurity InfoSec 101. The way that we store passwords in a web development environment, or really any environment on a computer, is you don't want to store the password in plain text, because if it gets compromised, then every password's out there, no issue. So what we use is called one-way encryption. You take a string, like any password. I guess you just take the word password, right, and then you run it through a algorithm, and then you take a chunk of that algorithm out. And it's a one-way encryption, because when you reduce the output down to a smaller string, you lose a lot of information, and it becomes impossible cryptographically to take the hash that results from this and turn it back to the password. You just can't do it. The information is lost. But because the hashing mechanism is predictable, if you take the word password and run it through the process, you will always get the same string. So it's very easy to take a password, encrypt it, compare the hash to what's stored in your database, and there's never a risk of storing that password in plain text, right? But we are in more sophisticated times. So for the popular encryption systems like AES and MD5, what people do is they just generate what's called a rainbow table. You generate a hash for every possible string. You just start at A, you work your way up to 0, you go to AA, you work your way up to 0, 0, and you just keep doing that over and over again for every string. And they run, how Bitcoin miners run. They've been doing this for fucking years, so they have trillions of strings that have matching passwords, which is why you usually use a salt. You use something like password plus a really long string that's unique to your application. Still works one way, doesn't work two ways, and it beats rainbow tables. In order to use a rainbow table, you have to generate a completely new one for that salted string. Secure Server, which was supposedly military-grade encryption, did not use a salt. So they just used AES, and someone in chat says it was even two-way encryption, which is fucking ridiculous. You don't want to two-way encrypt the password. It's pointless. You don't ever need to decrypt the password. That's the fucking point. That's literally the entire point of having a one-way encrypted password, is that you, as the application manager, never need to decrypt the password. And this is a really big deal for two reasons. Number one, if you have the person's password, you can log in to that account. Well, guess what happened? The hacker got the passwords for everyone who had a Killstream TV account, and they unsubscribed them from Ralph. So now, if those people want to subscribe to Ralph again, they have to remember to go back and manually subscribe again, which is bad for Ralph. Ralph is really betting on zombie income, that people just forget that he's even a thing and they keep paying $5 a month. That's the best he can hope for. These people are on this shit that doesn't fucking work and keeps compromising their fucking account and doesn't relay important information to them when they are compromised. Why on earth would any of them have the inclination to go back to this site that keeps dropping the fucking bar and resubscribe? There's no reason to. There's literally no reason to do that. So that's a serious issue. And then on top of that, Gator, of course, is the one to contact people, not Secure Server, not Ethan Ralph. Gator is the one to contact people and tell them that their accounts were compromised. And this is a big deal because it's all the passwords were apparently decrypted. I thought it was a rainbow table. I guess it's just two-way encryption that was broken. That means that any other account, a lot of people don't do this, don't use password managers, but any other account that uses that password is also vulnerable. So if you have other accounts with that same email address or other email addresses that people can find for whatever reason, and you use the same exact password there too, hackers can break into that. And of course, all this information gets pulled into hacking websites that collect breach data, and then you have people whose career is to literally aggregate this information, who don't have a vendetta against Ralph, who don't care about Secure Server. They're literally just people from Russia or China or the DPRK who are just looking for easy fraud targets to make money with. North Korea has literal government hacking groups that just do commercial fraud for money. They make money for the state by just hacking shit like Indians or Nigerians would. So all this information gets dumped out there, and that's not good for his audience. And what you want to do is get out there front and center, know exactly what's happened and what exactly to do. You want someone who is actually educated in this matter to tell the people and to be respectful of them and their privacy and be upfront with them by telling them that they've been compromised. So of course, Secure Server got out in front of it and messaged everybody and said, this is what happened, this is what you should do, and it was good advice, and it was well received. Or Gator comes out, Gay Tor comes out, and instead of Ethan Ralph, instead of Secure Server, he writes this fucking email. You are receiving this email because you are a member of the Killstream.tv website. I'm assuming that's an automated thing from their system. So we just sent this message from the Secure Server web admin. Hey guys, it's me, Gator. Excellent professional message. Start out with a meme. It's me, Gator, of course. I remember that. I was there for that stream even. That's very funny. I'm laughing. Great job, Gator, referencing that meme. Wow, I can't wait to read this funny email from my favorite creator, Ethan Ralph. I can't wait to hear what funny things they have to tell me today. The actual Gator this time. Oh, he followed it up. He nailed it. He landed that one. So as many of you were aware, back in August, the Secure Server went back in August. You mean a month ago, bro? Not too long ago. Less than 60 days ago. Back in August, the Secure Server website was compromised by a member of Kiwifarms. Oh my god. By a member of Kiwifarms. Back at it again. The hacker known as Kiwifarms. This person in question responsible for the hacks is working on decrypting those user passwords as we speak and is boasting about it on the forums. There is no indication that the website has been compromised again. This is a precautionary measure to protect your accounts from the figs at the farms. So even in this message, I think number one, he's lying. From what I understand, it was compromised again. There was a different vector. And he's working on decrypting passwords. That's true. And he's blaming the forum for it. Inconsistent use of capitalization. He says the farms capital F up here, then lowercase f. Really should have gotten the editor-in-chief of the RalphRetort.com to review your message. I'm sure Ralph would have noticed things like this. He also misspells fags. I don't know why he spells it figs. I think that's a censorship thing that he does on the stream. And he thought that excellent joke was appropriate to use here in this message. He continues though. He may be full of shit, who knows, but the safest thing to do right now is to ensure that you utilize a unique password on Killstream.tv. I would go ahead and change your password right now if you have not done so already, just to be safe, especially if you haven't changed it since the hack in August. Make sure to pick something unique to Kill TV. There are numerous password management tools available. I recommend KeePass. This is bad advice. So people have already know your password on Killstream TV. There's no point changing it. It's a good idea to use a unique password. I actually would suggest Bitwarden. I don't know what KeePass is. It sounds like shit. Or if you don't mind paying money to use them on multiple devices, LastPass is also good. I have no experience with KeePass, so I don't know. But really, his advice should be, if you use your password for Killstream.tv on other sites, especially those related to your email address, you should change them immediately, because that is the danger. They've already accessed your Killstream.tv thing, right? That's water under the bridge. There's no point changing your fucking password. I mean, they obviously should change your password, but that's not the urgent issue here. The urgent issue is that you have other things that are open to compromise now that you should be fixing right now if you're in this league. I will try to reply as best as I can for those concerned, but please remember, I'm sending this email out to 500 people. Wow, 500 people. That's a lot. That's a lot, Gator. I don't know. I don't think I could ever manage dealing with emails to 500 people. That's a lot, dude. I'll try to reply to this as best I can for those with concerns, but please remember, I'm sending this email. Oh, I already read that. Ralph will likely send a follow-up email to this very soon, but he's currently in transit, so I'm contacting you instead. Too long didn't read. Change your Killstream.tv password. Make sure your old password hasn't been used somewhere else. Plug your email into haveibeenpwned.com and use their password checker as well. Oh, I guess they have a password checker on that. That's useful. That's decent. That last line, but that really should have been like something really emphasized, that they can break into your other stuff. 500 emails. Stop sending me emails. KeePass is a free open source password vault. It's been around for at least a decade, if not more. It's pretty good, but as an app, it's not an online service. Yeah, Bitwarden is good because it has the option of being either on their service, or you can actually install it on your own server. If you are Linuxy and you want to set up like a Raspberry Pi or whatever in your house and run Bitwarden on that, manage your passwords at home, you can do that. Just some friendly advice. Really, if you're not using a password manager, you absolutely positively must switch to a password manager that has two-factor authentication. LastPass is the easiest, but they charge money for cross-device access. Bitwarden is what I use and what I would suggest to people who are willing to deal with a less refined thing. Like the LastPass interface is butter. It works perfect. Bitwarden's a bit more jank, but it's free and it's as tested as LastPass is. Zidane left for a lot less of this bullshit. Gator deserves better. Gator deserves exactly what you get. You get what you fucking deserve, my friend. Gator has no self-respect. It's like with Chantal. There's a good symmetry between Gator and Chantal, where Gator is like if Ethan Ralph stuck his dick in Gator's mouth and Gator got the clap from Ethan Ralph, he would sit there and think like, well, what am I going to do? Am I going to leave now? Am I going to leave Ralph and tell people that he face fucked me and gave me gonorrhea? It's already too late. I guess I'll just keep being Gator of the Killstream for the rest of my fucking life until my disease eats away at my brain and I die. Like, that's Gator's life. He gets exactly what he deserves. They're both fat, yes. One other thing. Ethan Ralph claims that a fan sent him this, which means that he bought it. And he claims now that he is walking the streets of oh my god. Okay, I'll play this in a second. That he got this hat and given to him, and that he is now actually wearing this in public, which is amazing. Ethan Ralph has acquired a hat that says Joshua Connor Moon, and to the person's credit, they've spelled my name correctly. Most people spell it with an OR. It says Joshua Connor Moon is a kid diddler. He has acquired this hat, and he is now going to wear this hat in public. I am literally going to be living rent-free on this man's head. And actually, you know what? Not going to say it. There are some things that I would like to point out about this hat. that amuse me. But I run the risk of presenting myself from seeing this hat bloom into the beautiful tree that it should be. So I'll play the clip instead, and I'll save my commentary for when Ethan.
I did actually go to the post office today.
Hopefully, let me check my gain real quick so that this isn't so loud.
Hey, and I wore it earlier. Let me see if you can see it here. Oh, that's the wrong scene. Somebody sent me this hat. Joshua Connor Moon is a kid diddler. Someone sent me that to the PO box here today. That is Ethan Ralph, PO Box 13314, Richmond, VA 23225. And that is the hat there. It's got Killstream on the side too. Where can you see it? Killstream.
I love it.
Yeah, dude. It actually fits pretty well. I wore it at the end of Tequila Sunrise earlier, which you can see on Killstream.tv.
And on the back, is that a flex fit? And on the back, it says allegedly.
No, there's no allegedly on there, unfortunately. Of course, we don't know if that's true or not. Probably is, though, by my reading of things. But that was sent to me at the PO box. So thank you very kindly for that.
I wanna see him wear it in public. I mean, it's not that he has reservations about that, because he's like literally at the. I was present in spirit at the January 6th rally because Ethan Ralph had a megaphone and was shouting that I was a pedophile over the crowds of the insurrection. So I mean, surely he has the friggin' audacity to wear that hat in public everywhere he goes from now on. I want to see Ralph. You're going to Vegas. You're going to Vegas again, my boy. You're as any decent man does. They go to Vegas every other month because Ralph's rich, guys. So we're getting DDoS, and there's no point even trying to set it up because everything is like completely shut down.